Welcome to today's presentation titled Using Virtual Realities to Examine Real-World Ethical Dilemmas. Yes, the first question is, what is virtual realities? Virtual reality is an immersive environment that tries to be indistinguishable from the real world. There is tremendous advancement in virtual realities, and it cannot be used in every sphere of life, including ethics. That's why it allows the investigation of simulated moral actions and decisions in visually immersive environment. So virtual realities can be used to examine real-world ethical dilemmas. Here are images of virtual realities, a few of them. And the next question is, what is ethical dilemma? Ethical dilemma is actually a conflict between alternatives. It is a situation whereby there is a choice to be made and there is a corresponding effect. So the characteristics of ethical dilemma is that there is a decision, a choice that must be made, and that choice will definitely affect something. Now, let's look at an example of real-world ethical dilemma. The first we have here is the trolley dilemma. The trolley dilemma, you see the switch dilemma and the footbridge dilemma. In a switch dilemma, you see the trolley coming towards the 5 persons who are tied on the track, and there is a diverted road with 1 person tied on it. So the trolley is on a high speed and has the decision to make either to go straight and kill the 5 or come towards the diverted road and kill 1 person. Then in the second diagram, the footbridge dilemma, you see a trolley and you see 2 men on the bridge and 5 persons tied on the track. And the trolley is on a high speed. So the man behind the fat man has a decision to make, either to push down the fat man so that he can stop the trolley from killing the 5 persons, but the fat man will be killed, or allow the 5 persons to be killed. So what we notice in reward judgment is that individuals turn towards the utilitarian approach of killing 1 person to save the many in the switch case. But when it involves the footbridge case, that connects human persons, they adopt the less utilitarian approach and refuse to do so because of emotional aversion. So here we see a negative correlation between emotional connection and utilitarian choices. That is why there is need to use the virtual reality to judge such ethical dilemma. When you use the virtual reality, you see the utilitarian response is greater. Why? There is no personal connection, there is no emotional sentiment in judging the moral issue. In fact, virtual reality provokes a more realistic response compared to traditional judgments. So what about other applications? You see virtual reality also being used to judge ethical dilemmas in self-driving cars. And the Sophie carried out an experiment and noticed that there is still that greater greater response towards the utilitarian approach in self-driving cars or when you use in virtual realities. Why? Because they are cautious of the safety of the people. But the only thing he mentioned is that sometimes they are overly cautious, and in being overly cautious, it affects some moral judgment such that other vehicles could now be affected and may lead to accident. So subsequent virtual realities should be improved in this regard, such that that overcautious situation will no longer be.